Some men in our communities are agents of positive change. They defy the norm, they earn their respect, and they prove that change can begin from the grassroots.
If asinabantu abasukumayo and stand for the change, I think the community is about doing at the end of the day.
I've been to Italy, Spain, Portugal, Madagascar, Seychelles, France.
My message really in these 16 days of activism against women and children abuse is saying, let us make it an everyday thing.
My name is Pule Mulabati, and today on Stories Untold, we meet some winners of the SA Man of the Year Awards. Those inspiring stories are coming up soon, but first let's hear from the chairperson of the SA Man of the Year Awards, Bongani Ngomane. He is a man who lost his son in a violent attack, and instead of seeking revenge, he launched a great initiative to ensure that men serve as positive role models in society.
Bongani Ngomane is the chairperson of the South African Men's Forum, the group that organizes the SA Men of the Year Awards. This award recognizes males that are contributing positively to society.
Our slogan or our theme is to transform men from being patriarchal, from being sexist, to be men who are defenders of women's rights, men who are defenders of children's rights, and most of all, from being to be men who are positive male role models to the boy child. Men who are saying no woman, no child, not even an older person should suffer in my presence.
Bongani himself could have been a miserable man that turned his own frustration onto others, like so many other men do.
In 2008, I lost my son, and wakwazwa abuye phathini nabangani bakhe, and that was a transformation to me. That was a turning point, because then I had a choice ukuthi nami ngifuna ukurevenge or ngenze nje any other thing that will be destructive to myself and to other people. Worse, we did not get justice. Case ya ekhoto ikhoto yadaya bayibona into wrong. There is no evidence, so there is no case.
He turned his negative thoughts at the time into positive energy that he shared with others.
Let me help other men so that their personal circumstances do not become negative to the nation.
And that's how the SA Man of the Year Awards were born.
The message really is that every man can be a positive male role model. And those that are doing well in the community, they must be profiled. That is the only way, according to us, of changing men to be good, of changing men from not being violent and toxic. It's to tell a good story about them. If a person hears a certain message over and over again, that person focuses and believes in that message. And if South African men hear a message that says, you are good, you can be good, you are capable, you can be capable, you are a positive male role model, they will want to live that, they will believe in that. So my request is that as South Africans, let us change our story around men. Let us change our narrative around men. So that the boy child, when they grow up hearing good stories, good deeds of men, then automatically they will want to do that. So that is the message. Let these 16 days of activism be about positive messages, be about building a gender harmonious society.
Thank you, Bongani. Now that we know what the SA Man of the Year Awards are all about, it's time now to finally meet these awesome winners. Starting with the story of fitness junkie and motivational speaker, Ntokozo Mwelase.
It's a cool Saturday in Vosloorus, Ekurhuleni, just perfect for an early morning workout.
So what you've just seen is us working with the community, encouraging young people to be fit, and the whole community, the whole family. It's not only about us young people. We are saying ugogo guys, umntwana omncane guys, umama guys, ubaba guys. Bring your family. It's for free every Saturday. Siyazivocavoca, siyasebenza ukuthi umzimba ube right ngoba once umzimba uba right, ingqondo iba activated. Ucabanga kangcono, urelease anxiety and stress. My name is Ntokozo Mwelase. I'm basically a life coach, a motivational speaker, a facilitator for life skills. I'm passionate about young people. And so I started this organization called the Future Shapers in 2006. We are 13 years old now, and I'm excited to wake up every morning and go out there, change people's lives, impact on other people, and change the way people think. I also inculcate the spirit of fitness because we need our bodies to go to work. We need our bodies to carry us through the decades that we want to do. There are many things that we dream of. We dream that I want to do 1, 2, 3 and I want to be rich. It will take me 30 years. But I don't care what goes into my body. So we must be able to take care of this body. You don't have to be slim. You don't have to be big. You just need to be healthy.
While taking care of the health of the community, Ntokozo also uses his incredible oratory skills as a motivational speaker to also exercise people's minds, especially the youth and often impressionable minds. We caught up with him at the Letulwazi Secondary School, also in Vosloorus, a community beset by many common township challenges such as drug abuse among the youth and teenage pregnancies.
The message today was to really encourage the grade 11 learners. Grade 11 for us is an important grade because there's a lot of work, and if you pass it well, you don't have to work too much next year when they're in grade 12. So my motivation was to encourage abantwana ngibakhumbuze ukuthi abayekele ukudlala ngesikhathi abanaso. We all have a certain limit of time that we have as human beings. How you use that time is so important. And if they don't, they play small and they don't take care of the little things, they cannot take care of grade 12.
Ntokozo urges all youth to dream big, referencing his own ambitions and successes to motivate his audiences.
I'm from Katlehong, but I'm not going to die in Katlehong. I want to live my life to the fullest. I want to go to every other province. I've went to all 9 provinces in our country, and I want to travel Africa and then the whole universe. If I have to orbit the moon, I would have to do that so that I can land back and come back to South Africa and say, this is what I learned there, and I can bring back.
This winner of the 2018 SA Man of the Year award in 2 categories, one for youth development and the other for leadership, Ntokozo is determined to transform young men in particular and change the developing negative narrative about South African men.
The meaning of the awards to me is a very sentimental meaning because it means that somebody somewhere out there recognize the job that we do as men. Not just as anybody, because we as men are broken. We as men we don't accept our flaws. When we sit together, we talk about the cars we own, how much we earn. We forget to tell each other that don't date a girl that is underage. Don't abuse your woman. Because we only talk about that when my friend has been arrested and I have to bail him out. What I'm doing on a daily basis is to treat the core, not the syndrome. Sesikhuluma ngokuthi umuntu usejele. Asikhulume nabafana abancane ngokukhula, nokukhula kahle, nokukhula ngokuzimisela, ne-integrity, ne-character. Into oyibuilda from umama kuthuma nge-20 rand ubuyisa 2 rand change. If you start stealing that 2 rand ungayiphiwanga umamakho, tomorrow you'll be given 2 million. You will steal 200,000 or more. So the culture that we are inculcating in these boys, that I inculcate on a daily basis in these boys, is to become better men, transform them, not only work with them when they are now from jail only, but let's prevent them from getting to jail.
And this is Ntokozo's final message to the country as it battles with the scourge of gender-based violence.
My message really in these 16 days of activism against women and children abuse is saying, let us make it an everyday thing. Lento yokuthi siposte, sitrende ngale 16 days is not enough. Kunomzalo oshayiwe, kunomama oshayiwe, kunomntwana obulewe, kunomntwana olahlelwe somewhere. Right now as I speak to you, last month and 3 months ago. So the 16 days we all understand is not enough. Let us make a commitment and literally do something on a daily basis to stop this.
Are you and your loved ones tired of constantly changing outfits this festive season? Introducing Frockit, your all-day, everyday casual frock. Perfect for sleep-ins, meetings and casual greetings. And if you buy today, you'll also receive an extra Frockit for her. Or you can give them what they really want this festive season, like a 750ml Hennessy Very Special Cognac and 2 glasses for only $409.99, only from Tops at Spa, not for persons under the age of 18.
This team doesn't know color. It's not a black or a white game. This is what we achieve when we unite as a nation.
That is it, South Africa!
It's not about rugby fans. It's literally being a South African.
I've got the fans. They're excited.
Getting everybody into the mood.
All right, excitement all the way. Let me move along the line.
What is history making on another level? Siyam Tandakoli is being the first black captain to lift this trophy.
Springboks, champions of the world.
Well, congratulations. That was outstanding. The boys have outshone everyone in the world. They are the best.
Here's the cup.
We don't only show you what's trending, but also travel far and wide to find you hidden gems. We go deep into untapped territories, bringing life in its simplest form. Catch Trends Travel every Saturday at 8:30 p.m.
Welcome back. Today we are showcasing stories of men who are making a positive contribution in their communities. These guys are also winners of the SA Man of the Year Awards. Kicking us right into action is Karate Guru Sensei Thulani Sibisi.
O's, welcome to Kyokushin Karate Club in Katlehong. My name is Sensei Thulani Sibisi, the winner of SA Men's Award 2018. O's.
Sensei Thulani has always had a passion for the martial arts.
I started training karate in the early 80s under the leadership of Sensei Signi Mawashi Zilimbula. Why karate? One of my neighbors recruited me. I used to play karate from Chanini and just kick and punch. You know, when you watch movies, Jackie Chan. My neighbor one teach us some of the moves. The style that we were doing, it's Kyokushin karate. It's called Kyokushin karate. So it's a very, very, very intensive style. Sibisi is an ultimate truth. What we do is the real part that you're seeing. It's not something which is on the movies. In the discipline within the karate and the respect and the obedience that you learn, I think for me it was out of this world. I still believe that's why I remained into karate till today.
After obtaining a black belt in karate, Sensei Thulani opened his own dojo, a term used to describe a club. And while the values obtained from the martial arts are honorable, he felt he needed a much deeper connection with the community of Katlehong.
Personally, I just felt that there are other things that in the karate. To empower women, to instill more discipline, because remember, generation to generation things do change. So Maskula, we had that discipline that we had, and in the long run we discovered some of the things that isn't just affect a community like HIV and AIDS. Those are the things move to the community-based organizations. Then in my club I started introducing those programs of HIV and AIDS, youth empowerment. We network with other organizations as in the youth empowerment to find out that they were doing capacity building trainings. At the same time, Love Life, beyikhona sisebenzisana nayo. Then I instilled that in my program, ukuthi, you know what, more of these crime awareness programs, HIV and AIDS programs, we need to do them because those are the things that affect our community.
Today, Sensei Thulani's dojo is a hive of activity frequented by boys and girls, the young and older.
Dojo is part of your community because the very same kids as Sevens and Abo, they're coming from the community itself. So if they are affected before Bafiga a dojo, we need to come up with more programs as well. Solve those problems. That's when then my passion to work with community started up. Okay.
And his dojo is also unique because of the large number of female participants it attracts, and some even go on to become world champions like Mbali Msomi, who just returned from Russia with the top honor.
We were tough, but it was my second time here international. First year in Japan, then Ngaluza. The second time I went to Russia. Then that's where I became a world champion. Before this thing here, you're being abused. Was defender, and again, there is a lot of discipline with karate. So that thing, you're going to get more. Was 10 mega cool. I went to get doubting because every time. You feel it.
But attracting girls to this form of sport is still not popular with a lot of parents in the community.
Yes, we do experience such problems because remember, karate is a male-dominated sport, and if a girl goes to the parents and say, "Karate," it sounds a little bit out. But feeling at me like in netball because masculine says good in netball yamantombazana ibhola labafana karate yabafana yabona. We do have those problems, and since in sevens and namantombazana, I discover that most of the parents, they don't talk to their daughters. Most of even boys parents, they don't talk anything to them, and abantwana they end up going out and research for themselves. That's why we end up the early pregnancy ending because abantu bafuna experience because abatshela from endlini how to do a right decision most of the time.
But Sensei Thulani's determination to empower girls and women as well as the community at large earned him a nomination for the 2018 SA Man of the Year Award for Sport, and he clinched it.
If asina abantu abasukumayo and stand for the change, I think the community is about the end of the day. What I can say that men are not trashed, that is my opinion. It depends why you labeling people, labeling men as trash most of the time. We still have good men out there who are doing good things for the community. I'm one of those. I'm a leading example.
There's one thing we knew you would never ask for, so we went ahead and made it anyway. It's the world's first liquor trolley. Perfect for bottles, cases, and everything else you find on our shelves. It's 100% maneuverable, 100% red, and 100% exclusive to Tops at Spa.
Alicia, how old are you?
I'm 10.
You are 10 and you're an author?
Yes. Well, my mom was the one who inspired me to write this book. Nothing is impossible.
Got him onto a 150, started racing, and within 8 months he was bringing home trophies.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah. You young man are going places.
It's one of the most cultivated regions in terms of content and in
We believe that the fourth industrial revolution can change things for us.
We can do telemedicine. Now that means that over a long distance or any distance, I don't have to go and visit a doctor. I can actually see the doctor online.
In Africa, we don't have sufficient doctors. In Africa, we don't have sufficient clinics.
it actually makes sense.
Wi-Fi and 5G technology formed some part of the conversation that took place right here.
5G, of course, has the advantage of better experience and also the high efficiency when it comes to the cost per bit.
We haven't issued spectrum in the last 10 years. We have 4G today, which we have had to harvest spectrum from other technologies to be able to get 4G, and now it's costing us a lot more money.
Many, if not most, small, medium enterprise businesses are making technology their own businesses.
On Network every Sunday at 8:30 p.m.
Welcome back as we continue telling stories of positive men for the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. So far, we've met motivational speaker as well as karate master. Up next, we dance to the rhythm of choreographer Jerry Zwane.
My name is Jerry Zwane from Tuxedo Arts Production, the 2017 SA Man of the Year winner. Yeah!
This is the award-winning Tuxedo Arts production in rehearsal. It's the brainchild of Jerry Zwane from Katlehong, a former school dropout who was once also involved in crime.
As much as Bengi involved with art at a young age, but it happened between 17 years and 21 years. I was involved in criminal activities. I was also involved in during violence. I was part of the self-defense unit, you know. So, yeah, there were things that I didn't step on my life in, but I decided to change. I started at 8, but after 5 years, I decided to go back to school. You finish matric, and I was 25 years by then, but I did.
But earlier in his life, the arts had brought beautiful color to his life.
I remember when I was 8 years old at primary school, Tembaletu, we used to do your traditional dancing, your calabash, your pansula dance in the 80s, you know. So I started there, I fell in love with the art. Then I joined it together as one youth club, which was formed in 1994. At the later stage, I decided to this organization, helping these young kids. Because I wanted to go to a market theater. I wanted to go to MIT, you know, but I failed because being enough finance, so I decided to let me do it like us. Then I called young people, invited young people to be part of the organization. Then started like that.
Today, he's helping vulnerable young people to stay off the streets.
Long ago, I'm an artist. You know, from bad aspects of life. Mostly I'm a talent, but sometimes I'm now. So I'm keep those talents up.
And they have. Throughout the years, the Tuxedo cast members have changed, but the quality of their craft has stayed the same, earning them awards and numerous international trips.
I've been to Italy, Spain, Portugal, Madagascar, Seychelles, France. Recently, we were in Korea, South Korea. Up to this far, we have traveled the whole world, I can say. And we were the first group in South Africa to win a World Cup, a Europe Dance World Cup. We won this award. We became the best in the world, Croatia, in 2014. You know, so yeah, we have traveled. Of which it's a musical. It's a musical called Makotidi Chabe. It talks about a man falling in love with different women. So he creates a dialogue. But is it right for a man to have many wives? Is it right or wrong? You know. So yeah, we were discussing about that, and part of the play it tells that story, but at no conclusion. Right or wrong.
Even though Jerry and his crew experience many exciting moments together, they also make time to sit down and discuss life's difficulties.
I have different young people because some of them are banamazali. You know, some of them maybe are banama single parents. Abanye babo nje abafundi, abasebenzi. Yeah, so bafesana nama challenges are difficult. So that is why kwesinye isikhathi we forget about performance or ama rehearsals. We sit down and discuss about life in general, so that we know about each other. Which bayazi background yami nami ukuthi bengumuntu onjani nami ngiyazi eyabo, you know.
This attitude has earned Jerry the title of winner of SA Man of the Year Award for 2017 in Arts and Culture.
I believe I'm contributing positively to changing our attitudes of young boys. Masleli Nabolana would discuss about how to treat women, you understand? How not to treat women. So we discuss about those issues and they get involved in such issues and their mentality changes. Because abanye they will tell you ukuthi ekhaya sikhule ba umama shaya ubaba or sazi ukuthi umfana kumele abonakale abe yindoda uyayibona lento leyo. But now mase sihleli la sesikhuluma lento siyabona ukuthi ezinye izinto azisebenzi, you know. Like ukuba nenkani to fight with women akusinto right, you understand? So that's why in most cases we motivate each other so that we respect these women. Ngiyacabanga ukuthi there are men out there who are playing role or big role in changing the attitude yokuthi women are useless or women kumele bathathelwe phansi. So ngiyacabanga ukuthi isicelo sami ukuthi umuntu wesilisa akahloniphe umuntu wesimame kuze umuntu wesimama khona ukuthi amhloniphe naye back. So asibambe nje sibe ni positive so that life ibe positive.
And with that international award-winning performance, we draw the curtain on today's edition of the show. Remember, you can also play a role in curbing gender-based violence. If you're looking for our stories, do go online using Stories Untold SABC on the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. From myself and the rest of the team, it's a goodbye.
Police in Mahikeng have their hands full stopping residents from looting shops in the Mahikeng Central Business District.
As you can see behind me, it's pandemonium here in Mahikeng. The masses are trying to break the hold of the police to go into these shops and possibly loot them. And there we have it, the separation. Wow, oh, look. The police are trying their very best to control the crowd here. He's saying that it's better for them to go in there and take the stock before it is wasted in the fire.
The exact cause